Hey guys, it's been a minute. I haven't posted on a regular rate for at least 3 going on 4 years now, and that's due to a large number of things. First off, as a few of you may know already, I joined the military back in 2016. It's been a solid 3 years since then. That's the major thing contributing to the severe lack of content, is my time for a while has just been severely limited. What with training, constantly changing schedules, and never really being off the clock, YouTube has taken a long hiatus on the back burner. Now I find myself having my first house, E4 Mafia, with possibility of being an NCO pretty here soon. I finally feel like I should start making an effort to try and get content moving again and just really make a comeback. Second would be, simply put, being too much of a critic inwardly. I would look for a new game to make videos on, and it would never really pan out quite like I had planned. The game would either end up being no good, or it just not be that interesting to watch. And that's one of the biggest things holding my making videos back, is I'm hypercritical of what y'all would even want to see or would watch. Like, what would y'all give time of day to? I've been biding my time and trying, mecha games, but none of them really would reach what I'd like. But I have Armored Core to blame for that, as it pretty much set the gold standard no other game since has managed to come close to, both in terms of content, of gameplay, and the community that I remembered. Even as incredibly toxic as it was, they had its pockets of goodness, and I'd really hope to see that community bloom again one day in the modern gaming environment. A lot of good friends were made there that over time have kind of managed to drift apart, to the point where some people, here's looking at you, Swords, if you're still out there, I don't even know if they're alive anymore. Honestly, it's a bit upsetting. Over the last few years, I've become primarily a PC player, though I still own all my old consoles and make sure to keep them in working order, in case I ever need them. I've created a number of communities as my multi-gaming clan, Dark Star Imperium, and it's gotten fairly large. And I'll leave our community portal list in the description if any of y'all want to chill, as right now I don't have a Discord for this channel, though if there seems to be more of a demand for it, I'll go ahead and make one if y'all want that, and it can just be a Discord centric to whatever the goings on of this channel is. Everything clan-wise started out in the game Space Engineers, as that was our main hub we branched off from. And I slowly saw our group merge with many other groups over time, and make it into what it is today. But that's a long drawn-out story for another time. We have lots of community game events and games we don't really have the branches in, so despite what we have, you see as the list of branches, we do pretty much a lot of other things, play a lot of real-time strategy games and other MMOs and what have you, but mostly just a few centralized focus branches. And the usual theme is that starting out we have stuck to the space games, as those have been the clan's niche, and the branches that survive the longest usually have they're basically the same kind of game, just space survival, space sim, something like that. And like I said, if you want to play some of these, just any games with us, I recommend just joining one of these. I recommend joining the Dual Universe and the Space Engineers Discords, as they're our largest ones, so usually that's where we do them, because that's where most people are going to see them. Just when you join, say you came from Primarch's YouTube channel, and I'll roll you up, as we have a few layers of vetting for anti-troll reasons, but that is, those kind of things tend to happen whenever your Space Engineers branch is actually the largest PvP clan in all of the game, and allied with the second largest one, who's the largest on the Russian side of the community. So as far as the future of this channel goes, a few games I'm thinking of uploading are perhaps some PvP montages of the new Ace Combat, as I got that and I fairly enjoy it. Obviously I wouldn't be as good as Knight Valfador, since he's been doing that pretty much since about the same time I stopped uploading things, actually, if not a little before. But I feel like it's something that I may enjoy doing, so there's always that. I had thought about doing PvP videos on the Japanese side of Armored Core Verdict Day, but I feel like I've been away too long, and I may have a very thick layer of rust on my old skills while they have never stopped. So they are still fairly, honed weapons of mass destruction. I don't know. You never know. I may end up doing that eventually, but right now it's not a priority, as I feel like the age of the 5th generation Armored Core has come, died, got revived, and went through many more sequences of being brought back and dying again, each time becoming smaller and more insular, with one by one each clan's community just kind of moving on to other things. And I feel like a grand 99% even of the people who stayed years after the first few deaths are gone now. So I really don't really see myself as a person that would just want to do duels and battle royales till the cows come home, because my favorite thing was always conquest battles with friends, kind of clan versus clan battles, not solo duels, which I feel like are likely to dominate the scene right now, if I had to guess, but feel free to say otherwise if that's not the case, because this is, me speaking off of speculation, going off of how many times the game has died, and, the course of that, I would assume that it went to the extreme that we had already experienced. If y'all have anything else y'all would enjoy watching, or may enjoy seeing some of my clan stuff online, just say so, and that can easily be arranged. Discord's in the description, like I said, for those that want to join. Also, I'll put down there a link to our second channel, which right now is a news organization channel for the game Dual Universe, which was, as you saw in our earlier list, one of our biggest branches. And under that, I'll link a video explaining what exactly the Dual Universe game itself is, and that's voiced by my friend Sky, that's also a clan member. That's pretty much it. Hit that bell if you want to see anything new from me in the future. See ya.